Isn't that a tasty look? Beautiful, right? And yet another video about gear. Today we're talking about the DZO Vespid primes. Yes, a little disclaimer, DZO did send me those lenses, but they didn't send me those lenses to make this YouTube video. This is, I just thought it's going to be a nice video to make for the channel. I actually emailed them because I was filming a documentary passion piece in the UK. So DZO sent me 9 lenses. You can see 8 here on the table. The 35 is on the camera. Let me show you. This is the red Komodo 6K, and I have the 35 on here right now. Yeah, I just really wanted to share my overall opinion after shooting a documentary project on this. So in the Vespid Prime series, I think there are 11 lenses right now. The only ones missing right here are the 12 that they recently announced, and also the 19 macro. So overall thoughts, if you don't want to, watch this whole video, I'm going to tell you right now. I think those are great lenses for people who want to own a cinema lens but don't have the budget to buy something crazy, but you want to get a look that's very similar to what those crazy expensive lenses do. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put those in the intermediate filmmaker market where you already are shooting on something like Komodo or some sort of entry cinema camera, but you want a decent quality of lenses, a set that is going to really do the job and that is not going to break the bank. So those are my overall thoughts, and honestly, because I don't get to keep those, I mean, if I can, that would be great. But honestly, I'm thinking about investing in a set because I really like them. Cinematography-wise, I think that these are very clean lenses. For example, if you compare those to like a vintage lens like the Canon FD has a lot more character and texture to it. Where those are more modern and clean and sleek, with a little bit of that vintagey smoothness on the sides. Now, it really depends what you're shooting. I personally prefer a lens with more character for my documentary work because it just feels nicer. It's like you can really see the soul of the person that you're filming. But if you're mainly shooting commercial work or branded work, or even branded documentaries, and you're shooting all of those different stuff involving client work, most of the times you're going to need a look that is cleaner. And I think this is a very good balance between those two, because you can make it look in post a bit more vintagey, but then you can also keep that clean look that your client probably wants for their branded videos. Then secondly, about the build quality, first of all, as you can notice, those are PL mount lenses. They also do make those with an EF mount, and I'm really on the verge whether I want to buy a PL mount or an EF mount, because if you want to future-proof your kit, maybe it's better to go with a PL mount, because all of the higher grade cinema cameras like the Arri Alexa, they use a PL mount. But for example, something like the Komodo or something like the Canon C200 that I'm filming this video on right now, they use the RF and the EF mounts. Anyways, build quality. They are made out of metal. I'm not sure if that's aluminum or what exactly the specific metal is, but they're kind of light. I think in grams they range between 900 and 1 kilogram. They feel very sturdy. They're not waterproof, so when you're shooting outdoors in the rain, you do want to make sure that you have some rain cover. Something that I really like is that all of them feature the same filter size strip, which is the 77mm. Doesn't matter if you're using a matte box or a filter that you're mounting directly onto the lens, they all feature the same ring size. So that's really helpful because you don't have to bring a ton of accessories, especially when you're run and gun. Like if you're in a set environment, that's I guess easier, but it just saves time. Also, something I really like is that all of them have the same size follow focus ring. So when you're mounting accessories, like follow focus accessory, and you have to calibrate that from start to finish, I think apart from the macro lens, the 90mm, all of them have the same diameter. So basically you don't have to calibrate each time for every lens that you switch, and that really saves you even more time. So they're very, as I said, universal. As you can see, basically those here, what is that, 16, 21, 40, 75, also the 50 and the 35, they're exactly the same. On the outside, their features are exactly the same. And I think that is really helpful. I personally found myself using the 35mm the most. It's just for the type of work that I personally do. I really like this focal length. Then I guess second place is going to be for the 25 and the 40 and also the 75. This is also a lens that we used quite a lot on the shoot. And the others, I guess they're a bit more specific depending on what exactly you're shooting. I'm not really a fan of the wide angle look, so I guess I try to stay more in the middle. So yeah, like my first purchase is definitely going to be the 35. But yeah, I guess this is kind of what I have to say. I'm not really diving into all of the details of those lenses. If you want to watch a video like that, for example, you can watch Gerald Undun's video. It's talking about, you know, focus breeding, color accuracy and stuff like that. For me personally, like a filmmaker that wants to, you know, achieve a certain look when I'm filming and is more focused on documentary side of things. I just want something that works, that has a clean image and maybe a little bit of character, and then everything else like color accuracy and stuff like that you can tweak and post, especially on the red. I'm always shooting in red raw, so for me that's really not an issue. But yeah, depending on what you're using, that might be for you, so keep this in mind. I really think those are great lenses. I really hope this video was helpful to you. Let me know if you own any of those lenses or you maybe like a certain other set better. And yeah, now I'm just going to, you know, keep those and run out of the country and no one is going to see me ever again. Yeah, bye.